Hi Sagittarius, I am the Awakened Dreamer, and I'm here to give you a monthly tarot reading for the month of November 2020. And I do want to, of course, take this moment to thank all of my new and returning subscribers. Welcome, everybody. And if you haven't yet, please do make sure to hit that subscribe button for me. And I more than appreciate all of your likes, shares, and comments. So head on down below and do just that. And while you're down there, don't forget to send me an email about booking a personal reading. You'll see all the information you need in the description box. But most importantly, I meditated on your overall energy for the month before beginning this reading. The message that came through was revisiting everything once again. Interesting. Revisiting everything once again. Feels like you'll be revisiting the past a few times this month. But let's get started by pulling a message or two from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. What do we have for Sagittarius to begin this monthly read? Thank you, Spirit. For Sagittarius. Wow, a lot of messages for our fire signs this month. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. First off, Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. Allow for yourself this month to trust in spirit in general, in your spirit guides, in the universe. Allow for yourself to be guided and protected, and remember that you are, because I feel like some of you forget that. Trust that everything will work out in the end. It might feel like there's something you've been stressing about or something you've been working towards, and just remember that if you're guided towards it, it's because it's meant for you. It's divinely guided. And then we have Moth Spirit, surrender now. Forget which other fire sign got this message as well. I believe it was Aries. Surrender to the future. Surrender to who you're becoming. Surrender to the better version of you. Surrender to the present moment, my friend. Because it is a month of you slipping back into the past, or at the very least mentally. Next up, Vulture Spirit. Nothing is wasted. It feels like you're in go mode, Sagittarius, these days. Previously, but very much so in the month of November, and it feels like you're just, okay, this thing, now this, now this. All right, what else do we need to accomplish? Rest is important. Rejuvenation, my friend. Nothing is wasted, meaning even your downtime, even your resting time, and your you time, your what we call our me time. It's all purposeful. It all plays a role in helping you keep persevering. You know, it helps you to keep moving forward. You're going to burn yourself out if you don't allow yourself the time to slow down or to rest. You're only human. It's like I'm getting the image in my head of you thinking you have like 7 arms, or like your Inspector Gadget or something, just thinking you can accomplish more than one person should be able to accomplish in one single day. Take a deep breath. I feel the need to tell you that. And then we have Cat Spirit, claim your independence. I feel like you're somebody, Sagittarius, who loves their independence, who likes to feel like they achieved something, like they did something themselves, by themselves. It feels like at times you don't know how to accept or ask for help. It might be a month where you just sort of try to claim your independence in small ways to kind of remind yourself of it, because it may not feel like you're independent throughout the entire month. You may want to spend time with people this month who make you feel independent. Interesting. Let's continue. Let's pull these down, actually. let's continue by pulling 6 tarot cards. I want to do some shuffling, of course. I just feel like the fire signs in general, but mostly you and Aries, are just going to have a really difficult time this month of sitting still, of accepting the down times. One more shuffle. Okay. They're telling me to show you this split deck, which doesn't happen too often. We have the Nine of Wands, excuse me, and the Star card. This is telling you that you've been feeling burnt out recently, and it's because you don't let yourself stop. You don't think you can stop. You feel just very depleted as far as your energy goes, physically, mentally, but you also stress yourself out by revisiting the past way too often, Sagittarius. And the Star card's coming through to remind you it's time to heal. It's time to give yourself the mental space, the space in general, to heal from the past, to heal from the wounds that life has inflicted upon you. And how do you expect yourself to do so if you're always clouding your head and your space in general with past thoughts and past situations? It's time to clear the way, make way for all the miracles and blessings that the universe and spirit is trying to send your way, my friend. Now I can see why they wanted me to show you those 2 cards. Alrighty, last shuffle. What do we have for Sagittarius to continue this monthly read? It's quick. Keep them coming for Sagittarius. Keep them coming, please, for Sagittarius. Thank you, Spirit, for November. What else do we have? Interesting. We got them all, my friend. We've got them all. Starting off the 6 cards, well, actually, let's just get things looking nice first. Okie dokie, my friend. Knight of Pentacles to start off the 6 cards. I feel like the month is going to start off with you very mentally focused on your finances. Something might have happened recently where you feel like you need to guard your money. Or you may feel like you are just simply slowly but surely working towards a financial goal or the building of a business. Maybe you're working towards a promotion or a new job. But whatever it is for you, it feels like things are moving slowly. A little too slowly in your mind, given you are, very much one to the next kind of thinking these days. Very fast-paced. It's almost like your mind is moving faster than your external reality, and that frustrates you. Your mind is moving faster than certain progressions, in certain situations in your life, and that frustrates you. But you need to slow down your mind, your mental state, and just kind of plateau things a little bit so that you can get back in alignment with reality. Interesting. And then the 4 of Cups for the second card. It feels like someone may offer something to you this month, somewhere in the first half, or you may get a job offer. Whatever it is, you're not very pleased with it, or you're not very interested. Someone who you lost touch with recently or had an issue with might reach out and try to communicate with you and patch things up or start fresh, and I feel like you will reject it. Or at the very least, you're just going to be like, really? Really? I don't even know if I want to welcome in this energy. You may be very close-minded about it, and you're being encouraged to give it a chance. If it has to do with somebody coming back and trying to fix things or apologize, give it a chance. If it has to do, regardless, use your gut feeling, trust it, trust your intuition at this time. If it's telling you to stay away, then stay away. Every scenario is going to be different. And if you feel like your guides are pushing you towards it and pushing you towards, you know, fixing this issue or going after this opportunity, then just kind of try and get out of your own way. And then we have the Emperor card for the third card. It feels like when the first half of the month starts to wrap up, you feel more confident than you did in the beginning of the month. You feel more at ease, but you're also being very strategic about where you're heading, about where your next steps, you know, how you interact with certain people at work or with certain people in your home life, your soul connections in general. It just might feel like everything needs to be strategic. You may feel like you need to plan every next move of your life, but it's just like you need to release the control a little bit, is what Spirit's saying. Allow for things to just sort of unravel and for you to just go with the flow. You know, your control might be altering things in a slightly negative direction or in a less destined direction. Interesting. It feels like this is around this Four of Cups point is where you start to think back to the past. Maybe even more so at the beginning as well, but it feels like this at the very least will initiate that. You'll either be thinking back to the situation with the person who's coming back, or you'll be thinking back to your own situation because you're getting new offers and new options coming in, or a new option. But then that carries through into the Emperor card section because you sort of can't help but keep bringing up a certain past situation. This keeps plopping up in your head, or you just can't let it go. Maybe it comes up in conversation, in gossip, allowing for yourself to just simply not let something go, or not let several things go. You're stressing yourself out by doing so, is what I'm hearing. And I feel like you tell yourself at certain points, I'll let it go after this. I'll just tell this one more person, or I'll vent this one more time, and then I'll let it go. And then it comes up again, and possibly even again. And so how do you expect yourself to, remember the split deck, the Star card? How do you expect yourself to heal, you know, from that wounded energy if you don't stop revisiting it or reliving it so often? You're very analytical these days, I feel. But you might be doing it too much to an extent where it makes you stressed out. And you've got to remember that that energy is around you. You know, we have an aura, and people pick up on the energy, that aura. And so your energy is going to kind of spread in a sense, or it might even set the tone for a specific situation. And then we have the Hierophant for the fourth card to start the second half of the month. I feel like you will be pretty content, pretty happy when the second half of the month starts, but they're just reminding you, don't get too distracted. Don't forget your ideal path, your destined path, or whatever you've been working towards. Don't forget about your passions. Don't get so distracted on the past, on what's happened, on gossiping, that you forget to bring yourself back to the present. You forget about what you're working towards. I feel like you've been blossoming and growing and learning from your mistakes, but you also revisit them too much. Nine of Cups for the fifth card. That happy feeling sort of just blossoms and grows, kind of like you've been doing recently. And as you move along the month, as you sort of start to close it off, something happens that makes you super ecstatic, super happy. It's like something clicks or something changes, or you just simply let something go finally. And you just kind of want to jump out of bed in the morning. It makes you feel a bit lighter, a bit fresher. And Spirit's saying, see what happens when you simply start being present more, simply letting go of the past, letting go of what you've been through, letting yourself forgive other people for you, not for them, but for you. You'll feel lighter and fresher once again. It won't be weighing you down. It's putting a weight on your shoulders that you seem to forget, but other people seem to see. Wow, that was interesting. And let this moment when you sort of start to feel better and lighter and even more free, let this be a lesson. Let this be a moment where you learn and grow from this, because you let something go, because you're not attached to something as much, because you forgave somebody or a group of people. Strength card to finish off the month. It's always turning you into a better version of you, a stronger version of you. I feel like you remember how strong you are. Part of this is you look back, once again, shocker, and you remember what you've been through, you remember what you've achieved, and you remember how strong you are because of it. It kind of reminds you, all right, well, I'm Sagittarius. I can accomplish whatever I set my mind to. I can get over whatever obstacles life throws at me. It's almost like, excuse me, in this second half of the month, or at least most of it, towards the end, you allow that healing to start coming in, to start happening. And you start to see the side effects, the beautiful, positive side effects because of it. And I feel like it'll sort of make you feel a bit more at ease, which is needed for you at this time. So you're not feeling so stressed and like your mind is in 15 different places. You'll feel a bit more centered and balanced. Let's continue. I want to pull a message or two from the Soul's Journey deck. For Sagittarius, please, to continue this read for the month. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, we got 4. Same thing happened for Leo. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. It's a month for you to be believing in yourself, my friend. It's a month for you to realize how many gifts and skills you truly contain, and that you have this one life to be pursuing them and putting them into action. Don't let your self-belief or lack of which get in the way. And then we have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. I was just talking about, you growing and becoming stronger at the end of the month, or realizing this, from whatever life is thrown your way, whatever obstacles. These challenges are meant to happen in your life, to happen for you, so you can grow and again learn from them, become a wiser version of you, to prepare you for that next step of your beautiful life. Alrighty, and then we have peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. You need more peace in your life, Sagittarius. I feel like you need to set the tone for that peace in your life, maybe even for others around you. Peace in other situations. Peace in your mind by allowing yourself to let go of the past once and for all. And then we have health, last but not least for these 4 cards. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. You need to be paying more attention, not to be so feisty, but Sagittarius, this is a month where you need to be paying attention to your health overall. Your physical health, yes, like allowing yourself to stop when your body screams at you and tells you to stop. Listening to your body, but also paying attention to your mental health. Allowing yourself not to add so much extra stress onto your plate. Allowing yourself to simplify things mentally so you can just have that at ease feeling that you'll feel at the end of the month. And once again, just like I think it was Leo's reading, 2 yellows and 2 greens. I would maybe look up the spiritual meaning for those colors. Excuse my voice. Let's wrap up this reading by pulling a message or two from the Making Magic deck. What do we have for Sagittarius to wrap up this monthly read? Thank you, Spirit. What do we have to wrap up this reading for Sagittarius, please? Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for our lovely Sagittarius? There was one that flipped. They're not wanting to pop out of this deck today. What else do we have for Sagittarius to wrap this reading up with a bow? Just going to take those two. First off, we have Mystic Star, harmony in the home and great friendships. It's a time, it's a month for you, Sagittarius, to bring more harmony and peace into your life, more balance. Allow for things to just feel a bit more simple and free and easy, where it doesn't feel forced or more difficult. In your relationships and in your situations in general. And then fire, the element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. It feels like, interestingly enough, as you sort of simplify things and become less stressed and find a way to let go of the past and heal, it brings back your passion. It relights that fire within you, but a calm, content, sort of peaceful fire. The way I feel like you should be moving forward. So on that note, my friend, if you haven't yet, please do subscribe to my wonderful channel. And head on down below and do like this video and leave me a comment. I want to hear all about your situation. And while you're down there, don't forget to send me an email about booking a personal reading. And I hope you have the most amazing month. And I will see you next time. Bye, Sagittarius.